channel. My name is Lynn, Saga.
What is
this is Asexual.
this hair?
Today I'm going to be going over some signs that you...
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I just want to let you know that all of my socials are in the description: my Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Redbubble, and Patreon if you'd like to support this channel. Also, I just want to remind you to smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications if you'd like to see more LGBTQ plus content from this space right here. So let's get into the video. So for those of you who have been around my channel for a while, you'll know that I haven't really posted in the last month. A lot of things have been happening in my personal life and I am now just getting back into content creation, and I thought, why not start with my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. I feel so old. That is right, I have been on YouTube for 2 years now. September 8th is the first time that I posted on this channel. Insert clip here. Okay, third time's the charm trying to film this introduction. Hi everyone, my name is Lynn Saga. I'm starting a YouTube channel. So today I thought, why not react to the video that has brought most of y'all here? That's right, I'm going to be reacting to 5 signs that you might be asexual. Let's see if I still agree with Lynn from 2 years ago or if I'll add anything or what I think, and let's get into the video. Oh my god. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn Saga. What is
this is Asexual.
This hair?
Today I'm gonna be going over some signs that you might be asexual. I wish that I
am
had
gonna be
known
doing
these
something
or
for
at least
Asexual
thought
Week.
of them when I
Oh
was
my
younger.
god, I
and
look
not
like a
experiencing
baby.
sexual attraction like everyone else. I was instead experiencing aesthetic and sensual
Very true.
and all those other attractions. So yeah, let's get into the video.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. First of all, I look like a baby. Oh god. Can't believe that this video has like over 400,000 views. Like, y'all, you're too kind to me. Like, y'all are too good to me. Looking at me like this, like, Jesus. Yeah, I literally haven't watched this video in so long. Let's see how this goes, but I'm already like cringing at myself. Also, I was so, like, my face was so skinny. God, I wish I could get that back. But yeah, Jesus.
So the first one I want to talk about is the lack or not being super interested in intimacy. This was something that I experienced, even though I am a very tactile person. I wasn't ever really interested in sex, and I didn't understand that that was something that people wanted.
Literally. It's still something that I don't really like understand. I can go with or without it, but it's still really interesting to me that there are people out there that just like need sex, and I'm just like, oh, what? Like, who are you?
Growing up in our society, of course, that I saw people in TV shows and that kind of stuff. I remember watching Friends as a little kid and just thinking sex was 2 people being in bed without their clothes on, and that was it. And I was just like,
true,
oh,
I
that's
did
what
think
adults
that.
do. And by the time I got to be a teenager, I was like, oh, is that still something adults do? I'm not sure. Am I gonna have to do that? Like, what's going on here? I am relatively sex repulsed, so it depends on the day. But yeah, not experiencing.
So to clarify that, I am sex repulsed when I'm not feeling sexual attraction towards someone. Not something that I actively look for. It's not something that I like feeling necessarily. It's very foreign to me, and I've only experienced it a couple times in my life, and every single time I start having those feelings, I don't like it because it does feel so foreign to me. I don't know if anyone else who's on the asexual spectrum who experiences sexual attraction, but only in specific circumstances, feels this way or not, but it's something that I've always experienced. When I do start to have sexual and romantic attraction towards someone, I'm like, oh, get it away from me.
The wanting of that kind of intimacy or feeling a connection like that is one of the biggest signs that you might be asexual, and
it is a good sign that you might be.
I should have thought about a little bit earlier in my life. A second sign is that you've been told that you haven't found the right person yet, or that,
oh my god,
just
yes,
wait, they'll come along at some point. This is one of the things that gets told to a lot of people on the LGBTQ plus spectrum. It gets told to lesbians all the time, you haven't found the right man. And it gets told to asexuals, you just haven't found the right person, which is incredibly invalidating.
It gets told to aromantics a lot as well. It gets told to a lot of people in the LGBTQ plus community, which is not okay. I don't like when people assume other people's sexualities or orientations, or think that they know the person who's experiencing that thing better than the actual person. I've personally never been told that, which I'm very grateful for. I do remember when I was in church, people would be like, oh, wait until you find someone, like it's gonna be wonderful and beautiful and magical and all that stuff. It's like your other half, blah blah blah. But no one ever told me like, you specifically haven't found your other half yet, or you haven't found the one yet. But like, I have heard those sorts of things, especially in the church I grew up in. It's very heavily talked about.
Just because you don't have to have the right person in order to
look at my eyebrows. I might have to fucking
really
re-dye them because that looks good as hell.
We all believe like there's that one perfect person out there. So yeah, that gets talked about a lot in asexual communities, and something
there
that
isn't
we
just
get
one
told
perfect person.
a lot,
Relax.
that you haven't found the right person to, make you like sex. A third sign that you could be asexual is that you're not really rushing into being in a relationship. When I was younger, all of my friends around 15, 16, 17 were starting to think about getting into relationships and being boy or girl crazy, and I was just sitting over here like, what you guys talking about? It
me
kind of,
oh my god, I don't know if I say it in this video or not, but someone that I used to know once told me, who knew me when I was younger, I don't really talk to them anymore, they said, oh Lynn, I remember when you were younger and everyone was like getting interested in people and you just never really like seemed to care about that. And I was like, I'm on the asexual spectrum, I'm demisexual, of course I don't give a fuck about that. It's something that reiterates to me that I am valid as an asexual person, because sometimes I'm like, oh, am I actually ace, blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I really am asexual and on the asexual spectrum. These are really good signs.
Confused me.
Also, damn, my skin looks clear.
You guys just wanna like kiss and cuddle, and I didn't really think about people actually being like sexually attracted to each other when I thought about being in relationships and that kind of stuff. Not feeling that kind of urge to like necessarily go out and find that person, or being like, oh, if it happens, it happens. I'm not really like out there looking for someone actively, is a really big sign that you could possibly be asexual. The fourth sign in which you could possibly know that you are asexual is that you have had little to no crushes in your lifetime. I myself have had about 2 or 3 crushes in my life, mostly on friends. It's very awkward.
It is awkward.
It's just like, please stop this. But if you don't feel those feelings for people,
it's
or
such a mood.
It's more of like a romantic thing or a aesthetic thing, which are called in the asexual community squishes, when you are having a crush but it's not a sexual crush. It's something that like I thought about a lot as a kid. I remember my sister and one of our friends at the time, they both had crushes, and I literally picked this boy in my church to just be like, yeah, I got a crush on him because my sister and a friend both have crushes. I don't want to feel left out. So, hey, bro. He's actually a really sweet kid. So, like, I didn't.
He is. I love him.
Pretending that I had a crush on him for my sister and my friend. But I'm also just like, it's fun to have to pretend that you are feeling something that you're obviously not feeling. And I just remember trying to, like, act like I had a crush.
Oh my god, I did.
I like his shirt that he wears. So yeah, not having crushes or having only a few crushes in your life, and especially at like 23, the amount of people that my friends have had crushes on versus the amount of people that I've had crushes on is like a wide margin.
It really is.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I definitely am not experiencing the same thing that all of you guys seem to be experiencing.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so honestly, that might be my favorite sign so far. Obviously, everyone on the asexual spectrum is different, so this doesn't necessarily apply to everyone. Like I said in the video, a non-sexual crush is called a squish, so I have had a lot of that, and I've had a lot of like platonic crushes or just feeling pulled to people in a platonic way that I used to mistake regularly for sexual and romantic feelings when it really wasn't the case. But yeah, honestly, that's one of my favorite stories. As an ace person, it's interesting going through life, especially as a kid when you don't have the language for it, being like, oh, everyone else is experiencing this thing, I'm not, I want to fit in. I guess I'll pick someone to have a crush on. It's an experience a lot of people on the asexual spectrum have, unfortunately, just to try to feel normal and to feel like we fit in somewhere.
So this is the sign that should have tipped me off that I was on the asexual.
Let's see what sign it is. I don't remember.
The difference between
Oh yeah.
and sexual
100%.
A lot of people who are asexual can confuse aesthetic attraction,
Yep.
sensual attraction, emotional attraction,
And you know what's
platonic attraction.
crazy? People like outside of the ace spectrum have these attractions as well, and people don't talk about it except within like the asexual spectrum and the aromantic spectrum. And I feel like more people need to acknowledge that they can have all these other kind of attractions that don't necessarily align with their sexual attraction. Anyway, it's a conversation that at some point everyone should think about, or we should have at some point, not just within the asexual community.
Sexual attraction, and I know
I really did.
that I would have people that I would be like, oh, I think I'm sexually attracted to them, and it just turned out that I liked how they looked, but I would never actually, you know, be like, hey,
literally,
I'll have sex with you. Or I just really deeply wanted to be their friend,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that means that like I want some sort of relationship with them, which wasn't true. I
Yeah.
just wanted to be their friend. So knowing the difference between the different attractions and how you are feeling towards that person, because people really do forget that there are like other attractions out there, especially when talking about sexuality and romantic relationships and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, romantic attraction.
Forgot about romantic
Because
attraction.
people tend to put romantic attraction and sexual attraction,
They don't
go
necessarily.
hand in hand a lot of times, but for some people,
Yep.
like me, they do not, and that's okay and that's valid, and you shouldn't feel like you're broken for not having either sexual attraction or little sexual attraction or little to no
100%.
romantic attraction.
Damn.
Just because society puts so
23-year-old
much pressure
Lynn,
on
get
these
it.
two attractions, they kind of forget that there are other ways that you can be attracted to people. Knowing the difference between aesthetic, romantic, emotional, sensual attraction and sexual attraction, because I thought all
Yep.
of those things I was feeling was sexual attraction, and it turns out it wasn't sexual attraction. It was all this other types of attraction. So that's something that people can get confused about, and is a big sign, a big sign that you're just like, oh, I want to be this person's friend, or oh, I want to do like romantic stuff with them, or that kind of stuff, but not necessarily be like, yeah, I just have sex with that person.
Honestly, like that really is a big sign that you might be asexual, not really being able to tell the difference, kind of mistaking aesthetic attraction for sexual attraction. Like I said, I did that a lot and I didn't realize that they were two different things. So aesthetic attraction is just looking at something and being like, wow, this is super pretty, I like how it looks, like aesthetically it's pretty. And then sexual attraction is like, damn, I wanna that. I wanna Oh, I'm gonna have to bleep that. So they're two separate things. A lot of people who are aesthetically attracted to people, a lot of times the aesthetic attraction will lead into sexual attraction, but it doesn't always necessarily happen, especially with people on the asexual spectrum. But I like how I went into that and explaining how they are different and they don't necessarily go together, and how it's really easy for people who are on the asexual spectrum to mistake all these other things that they might be feeling for someone as sexual attraction, because a lot of times it's portrayed in our society and media and everything that we consume that all of these things lead into sexual attraction, and they all combine together when they don't always necessarily do that. So yeah, now I kind of understand why y'all like this video. Oh my god, like I did a good job, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see any more signs that you might be asexual. I've got 2 videos about that. I've also got a video on aesthetic attraction. I will put everything in the description down below so you can check all of these out. Also, thank you guys for being here, for everyone who stuck around for these past 2 years. I know I've gone through periods of uploading a ton, not uploading at all. Hopefully I'm going to be more consistent. That's what this next year is going to be for me. I really want to be more consistent with this channel, talk more about asexuality, talk more about being non-binary and aromantic and all of the things that doesn't really get talked about in the LGBTQ+ community, so that people know that they're not alone. So thank you for everyone being here. And also I recently got to 15K. I would love to be able to get to 20K by the end of the year. So if you like this content, please subscribe. Stick around. Year 3 on YouTube is going to be interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy all of it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.